Hey, I'm Pat Porter. I'm the broker for RecLand Realty. Here we talk about the rural real estate business and ideas and information to help you better manage and enjoy your own property. In this video, I'm going to talk to you about closing costs when you're buying or selling rural real estate. A lot of times people that are buying land, it's their first experience in buying rural property. They've maybe bought a house in the past, bought and sold a residence, but perhaps they've never bought and sold land, and they just assume the closing costs are all just the same. Perhaps they've never bought any real estate before. They've heard other people talk about their experience. They've heard phrases about the whole real estate process. I think they have an understanding of those phrases and words, and they kind of throw them around loosely and might be missing the point, or they just might not understand at all. Let's talk about that for just a minute. When it comes to closing costs, I think the best way to understand that, if you're kind of new to this or you're really unsure about it, just be honest, and that's okay. Believe me, we all start somewhere. If you want to understand closing costs, look at it like this. Closing costs, it's a box. We can put anything we want inside that box. Closing costs in and of itself is not a one-size-fits-all type of thing. It's not a single expense that everybody just knows and understands. It's not a fixed item or a fixed expense. It's a shopping cart and you're putting things in, and you really don't know what the cost is going to be until you get everything in the box or the shopping cart, and then you total up all of those items. When you've got the box of closing costs, you've got a deed, you've got the attorney's fees for doing the work to do the closing, title work, title opinion from the attorney, or perhaps a title policy. And even within the title policy, you've got the lender's policy and the owner's policy, two totally separate items. Property taxes. If you're financing the property, you've got a whole set of items that are going in the box. Origination fee on the loan, processing fees that banks may charge, credit check fees, courier fees, guarantee fees, wire fees. You've got any number of fees that are associated with financing that you might not have if you're a cash buyer. Recording fees, both for the deed and the mortgage if there's financing or deed of trust, cancellation fees if you're the seller and you're paying off a loan. The items that go in the box called closing costs range from 2 or 3 to 15, 20, 30, just depending on the deal. With that said, when you're negotiating a deal and you say, I'll give a person X number of dollars and they pay the closing costs. What does that mean? I'll give a person X number of dollars per acre and we split the closing costs. I'm going to advise my seller, no, because you don't know what's going in the box. Who's doing the shopping? Who's putting the items in the box? What's going to end up there? I mean, the closing cost going to end up being $780 or ain't going to end up being $4,780. Let your real estate person guide you in those details and let them tell you what items are going to be involved in the closing and to get a general idea of what that's going to cost. The title company can usually give you a ballpark estimate, but it's not known until it's actually nailed down on a settlement statement a few days prior to closing. Please keep that in mind when you make offers and you want to include closing costs in the offer in some form or fashion, whether it be you're expecting somebody to pay part or all of your costs, or you're going to say everybody pay their own costs. There's more to it than that. And a good real estate agent, a pro, is going to help you really be able to navigate that and make it clear, because at the end of the day, it's not complicated and it's not huge amounts of money. I have seen people lose their minds over the final numbers in costs to actually close a deal. Don't be that person. Understand the closing costs, negotiate them reasonably and fairly, and don't get caught up in the pennies when it comes dealing with the overall big dollar. If you have any questions, be sure to talk to a good real estate person. Let them guide you. Good luck to you. Go make some deals, buy and sell, get it all done. Hey, we really appreciate you watching our videos. Please feel free to comment down below, like, share, subscribe, whatever you want to do to support us. We appreciate that. Thanks. Bye.